Welcome, my screening subjects. It is I, your black screen overlord. And today, as always, I come to you with a stunning, an enthralling, a fascinating piece of MLP literature. This particular piece is actually a sequel to a reading I did about a week ago, if any of you can recall a week ago. Nevertheless, let's begin. And then they did it. Part 2. Bloomberg Boogaloo by Lord Skelzor. Yes, he's back. It was a cold day at Sweet Apple Acres, and Applejack was in the barn fixing the plough when there was a knock at the barn door. Wait for it. It was her brother, Big Macintosh, and here we go. And he had come to check on his sister. "Are you alright in your ears? Is there anything I can help you with?" Applejack turned to her brother, Big Mac, and said, "No, thank you. I just finished up." Applejack's brother, Big Mac, looked at the ground and kicked at the dirt half-heartedly. Big Mac, who was Applejack's brother, looked up and said, "So do you want me to Wincest the fuck out of you?" And then they did it. Stereotypes. A few weeks later, Applejack was called to Appaloosa to deliver her prized apple tree, Bloomberg, to her cousin Brayburn. Settling in for the long train ride to Appaloosa, she decided to check on her prized tree, which she had raised from a sapling. So she made her way discreetly to the rear car of the train. She immediately ran up to Bloomberg and embraced him. Bloomberg didn't care because it was a tree. And she spoke softly to him. "Bloomberg, I can't believe that I have to give you up. If it wasn't for my cousin Brayburn needing you all so darn much, I would have kept you." Suddenly there was a clack. As the door behind her shut, it was Rarity, and she looked confused as fuck. Are you talking to a tree?" she stammered. Applejack panicked, like a deer caught in the flames, as it was set alight by a drunk. I wasn't talking to Bloomberg in his bed, honest," she managed to slur out, while Rarity gave her an even more confused look. Rarity started complaining. "Why does that tree get a bed? And not I? Why does that tree get a bed with you in it, and not I?" Applejack panicked. If she didn't do something quickly, Rarity would complain for hours, and she might start to question why she always wore a hat even when indoors. So she blurted out, "Rarity, would you like a bed with me in it right now?" Rarity shot Applejack a dirty look. And then they did it. Bloomberg didn't care because he was a tree. It was a few days after Applejack and her friends had arrived at Appaloosa, and after a massive time-wasting junk-fuck with the local tribe of barbarous skull-fucking natives, Applejack and her friends were relaxing in Appaloosa. Bloomberg didn't care because he was a tree. Applejack was in her room at the inn daydreaming of bark when her cousin Brayburn knocked on the door. "Cousin, are you busy?" he asked. "Not really." Applejack sighed as Brayburn entered the room. "Cousin, it's been a long time since I've seen you, and I was wondering if you could all see your way to show me some of that old Apple family affection," Brayburn asked. Applejack gave him a confused look. He realized she didn't understand and went on to clarify. "Would you fuck me sideways, cousin?" he asked in an excited tone. Applejack sighed and stood up. "Why didn't you all just say so, you fool?" she said in a scolding tone. And then they did it. And Applejack was like, "Oh, yes, Bloomberg, God, yes." Brayburn stopped. "Bloomberg!" He gasped with his mouth agape. Applejack was embarrassed, so she ran off. Bloomberg didn't care, because he's a tree. Applejack was walking around in the orchard, deep in thought. "Why can't I just enjoy my family like a normal filly? Why do I want to bang a tree so bad?" She kept questioning herself. She got mad at herself and finally made her choice. "Fuck this," she yelled. "I'm gonna go and get my one true love. And take him," she shouted in defiance. Bloomberg didn't care because it was a tree. It was the next day, and there were no ponies in the orchard. Bloomberg was up to his usual tree shit, like collecting some and growing leaves and shit, when Applejack showed up out of fucking nowhere. Applejack had dressed up all sexy for Bloomberg, because she wanted to do him. But Bloomberg didn't care because he was a tree. Applejack looked at Bloomberg, all sexy and stuff, and said, "Bloomberg, I've known you since you were a sapling, and I've always loved you." Applejack walked up to Bloomberg, and then they did it. And Bloomberg did care because it was a fucking tree. So Applejack and Bloomberg eloped to Spain or some other shithole country, and Applejack gave birth to her own little orchard. Applejack and Bloomberg lived out their lives happily. Applejack's family and friends, however, could not comprehend what the fuck had happened, and all agreed it was best to pretend that something much less embarrassing had happened to Applejack, like death by explosive diarrhea or something. The end. I hope you enjoyed, my friends. I know I did. Goodbye.